had used real estate agents in the past and had experience with them, good, bad, and different, but mostly disappointed in the service that was provided. That's what I felt led to do. Like, finally had gotten some wisdom of all the losses that we took and everything, that I just needed to focus on one thing, and that's what felt like my gift was marketing and sales. So with the whole mindset from day one was to change the service of our industry and actually make something special that was professional, had good communications, good negotiations, and it started with me. I had to lead that, and that's kind of what got us into real estate.
So amazing to see, because he did take that feeling of that void and turned it into a passion of how now, instead of just making investors a lot of money, he could really help people in his own community. And I thought that was really cool.
Well, thank you, man. So why did we decide to become a full service real estate firm? Yeah, that is a really good question. And I've asked myself that many times, because it is 3 businesses, and they all have their separate set of processes. You know, there's a reason why we're the only full service firm now in the area, and there's only probably a couple in the Dallas area that do full service and are doing it well. We now have a powerhouse of a commercial team, residential team, property management team to fully service you as the client. And you know what you're going to get, soup to nuts, from no matter what line of business you decide to do business with M&D, and who you're doing business with us. That's what you can expect, is the good service, the core value system, and everything that we do. So that's the fun part of it now and why we do it. M&D values being integrity, loyalty, and then sacrifice.
Integrity is probably the closest of our values that hits my heartstrings, because it is everything to us. Integrity, when we think of that word, we think of our names, and sometimes we've learned through our loss that your name is all that you do have. And so it was very important to us as we began just the 2 of us, that, you know, our name was somebody that people trusted and felt comfortable working with. And then as we've expanded and grown our firm and people come on board, we choose people that agree and believe in that same value, because we can't create that in somebody. So it's black and white to us. We hold true to who we are. You're the same person in front of your client. You're the same person in front of our team members within the walls of our office, that when people think of your name, they know who you are and they trust you, and they know that you're going to represent their best interests. So
integrity is the first one. Second is loyalty. And this one is near and dear to me because of my securities background. Fiduciary responsibility is something we're taught in about 1 chapter of the real estate license. And so my background in securities it was thousands of pages over what it is to be a fiduciary to somebody. And so when we talk about loyalty here with our group, you are loyal to your client and your client alone. Believe it or not, peers in here within other real estate agents will actually be more loyal to the deal and getting one another and just getting the deal done versus the client's interest. That's a non-negotiable here with M&D Real Estate as our firm, from property management, commercial, and residential. It's something I'm very passionate about. Now, we're going to be professional and we're going to get the deal done, but we're going to represent our client's interest. And then final value is sacrifice. And it's probably not so much sacrifice of time like you're going to think as a real estate agent, even though that's part of the job, especially on the residential side. But it's more of a sacrifice of resources. We, as a real estate firm, a core value, anybody that comes on has to understand that if you make a mistake as the fiduciary or agent for a client, you are going to pay for that mistake. The client's not going to pay for it because we're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes. We're human. It's really, if you look at our core value system, it's a hard issue, is what it comes down to. And we're building a team that shares our values and must continue to carry that on, no matter whether it's from property management to marketing to whatever it is. Whoever you deal with at M&D Real Estate, that's what you can know and expect from them.
What sets M&D apart? I would first off say relationships.
Yeah.
Relationships we say around here, are the key to success. It's all about relationships and where that takes you in life. So, we hold that true to our clients too, whether you're bringing us a $50,000 deal or a $5 million real estate deal, we're going to treat you exactly the same. No one is better in our eyes. So I just think that's probably number one, relationships.
Yes, we value relationships. For us, it's God, family, and then others. And that's ultimately the foundation to our business. The vision of our real estate firm is we want to revolutionize the real estate industry through relationships and then technology. And we're going to use technology to continue to grow and to innovate and market properties at a higher level than anybody in the industry. And that's our mandate. We have a full marketing team that is dedicated to that, along with agents that are on board and see the vision. And so having systems and processes in place to put all of that into action is what sets M&D Real Estate apart from your just customary, typical brokerage that gives agents tools, but not actually implementing them and putting the processes in place. So we're very unique in that.
That takes boldness. It's doing what other people are not necessarily willing to do, investing to do that.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of dollars
Yes.
to do things differently. So I think that also goes back to our sacrifice,
Right.
word, but it all
takes
is part
time.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes time for good things to happen. And so that's what we're doing. We're going to revolutionize the real estate industry, and we're doing it one small person at a time and one city at a time is where we're going, to counties, to states, to nations.